So I'm here at the reading room of the Chelmsford Library with Peter, what's your last name, Peter?
Kostoulakos.
Kostoulakos.
Yeah.
And Peter Kostoulakos is a great artist and a great art restorer. Peter, how long have you been restoring art?
Since
Peter?
the mid-'70s.
Since the
Started doing it in
mid-'70s, really?
Yeah.
You don't look that old, Peter. That can't be right.
You're too nice.
But I know Peter does a great job because sometimes he'll post them on Facebook, the original piece of art, and then what it looks restored, what it looks like then, and what a difference it makes, Peter.
Yeah.
So that's what you do full time, right?
Now I do.
Now
I was
you
a
do.
teacher for 33 years, and I did this. This was my afternoon and evening job, restoring artwork.
You were an art teacher, I mean?
Graphic communications, yeah.
Graphic
Greater
communications.
Lawrence Technical School.
Greater Lawrence
Yeah.
Technical School.
So
So how many years did you do that, Peter?
33 years.
33 years, really? Oh, nice. So now you have a nice retirement from that.
Yep, I was doing restoration, appraisals, consulting, and now I do mostly just restoration. I don't do written appraisals, but I will help people as a consultant. I'll help people find values for their art.
Wonderful.
If they're a listed painter, I can
Yeah.
find them easily on sites that I subscribe to,
Yes.
and then just give them the information that I find without doing a written appraisal.
Wonderful.
But the restoration is what keeps me busy.
And how many restorations do you do a year on average?
Well, I don't know altogether, but since the mid-'70s, I've done, I stopped keeping track after 4,000 paintings. So I've
Now,
done a lot of
4,000
paintings,
you've done, and
over
you stopped keeping
4,000.
track? That's amazing, Peter. No wonder you're so good at it.
About 4 years ago, a collector, in 2008, when we were in a recession,
Yeah.
the galleries, the dealers, and the frame shops, that work dried up. They weren't selling, so they weren't buying, and if they weren't buying, they didn't have to have things restored.
Yes.
So what happened is about a year later, collectors started buying because there were lower prices. So a man up in New Hampshire called me and he said he had about 50 or 60 paintings in his collection that needed restoration. So I thought that's a pretty good job, 50 or 60 paintings.
Yes.
That first year that I did work for him, I did 110 paintings for just him.
Restoring them.
And I did work for other people too at the same time.
Oh
But
my
110 for him.
How did you have time to do all that,
Well,
Peter?
that's a little too much pressure now at my age. I like to take it a little bit slower now, and so right now it's nice. I always have work,
Yes.
but it's not overwhelming.
Yes.
And I compare it to an artist that paints every day,
Yeah.
and they enjoy their work.
Yeah.
But then when they're having an exhibit and they're under the gun, now they have to finish things, they have to get things framed. Now it's more of a nerve-wracking experience. So they're
Yes.
doing something they like, but when it gets too busy,
Yes.
it's nerve-wracking. So right now things are very good for me. I'm getting the work,
Wonderful.
but I'm not overwhelmed by it anymore.
Yes. So, Peter, if someone has a old painting that they'd like you to restore, how could they get in touch with you?
Well, I live in Lowell, Mass.
Yeah. Is your number listed, phone
Yeah,
number?
my number is listed. It's 978-453-8888.
453-8888.
Right.
That's easy, huh? Four
It's
eights
really
at the end there, huh?
Real easy. And
Wow.
I have a website that's PK Art.
PKR.
PKART.com. PK is for Peter Kostoulakos,
Yeah.
but a lot easier.
Yeah.
And I'm also on Facebook.
Oh, right.
So if you go to Facebook and you put in Peter Kostoulakos,
Yes.
then you'll come to my page.
Wonderful.
And so it's easy to get in touch with me if they do have work.
And you've done a lot of work for Chelmsford residents, right, over the
Yes,
years,
yeah,
Peter?
lots of work for Chelmsford residents,
Wonderful.
Lowell, small museums, historical societies, libraries, things of that nature.
Wonderful.
And now, right now, like I say, in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s, most of the work that I had was I would get from art dealers, galleries, and frame shops. And now it's the other side. It's more what I'd call retail.
Yes.
I'm getting the collectors now.
Yes.
And so they're buying up the artwork, and they need it cleaned and restored. So
Yeah, so you clean and restore them beautifully. As I said, you've done some
Thank
wonderful
you.
work. Where if people go to Facebook on your page, they could
Yep.
see some examples
Yes.
of them, the before and after.
Right.
And also in my Chelmsford Arts Group, sometimes we share them there.
Yes,
on
Thank you.
Facebook, Chelmsford Arts it's called. And so thank you very much for talking with us today, Peter.
Thank you, you've been very good to me on Facebook too. So,
Oh, and same here, Peter. I love all your thumbs up.
thank you.
I'm